Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. আজি মই আপোনালোকৰ মাজলৈ ৰিভিজন ভিডিও এটি লৈ আনিছো আৰু টপিকটো হৈছে কাৰেন্ট ইণ্ডিয়ান এডুকেশ্যন সিস্টেম। সো যদি আপোনালোকে চেনেল দি আগৰ পৰা ফলো কৰি আহিছে তেনেহলে গম পাইছে চাগে আমি ইচ টপিক ওয়াইজ বেলেগ বেলেগকে কাৰেন্ট ইণ্ডিয়ান এডুকেশ্যনৰ টপিকবোৰ কভাৰ কৰিছো। তো আজি আমি সেই টপিকবোৰৰ ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট কিছুমান যিবোৰ ফ্যাক্টস আছিলে যিমানবোৰ ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট কনসেপ্টস আছিলে সকলোবোৰ কম্পাইল কৰি এটা ৰিভিজন ক্লাস আনিছো। ইয়াত আপোনালোকৰ PYQছো কেইটামান দেখা পাব, বেছিভাগ PYQছ আছে ক'ব গ'লে, লগতে আৰু এক্সট্ৰা কোৱেশ্চনছ যিবোৰ আহিব পাৰে সেইবোৰো এড কৰা গৈছে। সো এই ভিডিওটি বহুত বেছি হেল্পফুল হ'ব আপোনালোকৰ কাৰণে। 100+ কোৱেশ্চনছ আমি আজি টাচ কৰিম যিহেতু ওয়ান শট ৰিভিজন ক্লাস হয়। সো এই যিবোৰ আপোনালোকে ভিডিওছবোৰ আছে মোৰ চেনেলত ৰিলেটেড টু কাৰেন্ট ইণ্ডিয়ান এডুকেশ্যন এই সকলোবোৰ খতম কৰি যদি এই ভিডিওটি চাই আৰু ইয়াৰ এনসাৰ নিজে সলভ কৰিব ট্ৰাই কৰে তেতিয়া নিশ্চয়কৈ আই ক্যান গ্যাৰান্টি আপোনালোকে 100% হলটো 98 to 99% আপোনালোকে কাৰেক্ট এনসাৰ কৰিব পাৰিব। সো সেই ভিডিওবোৰ স্কিপ নকৰিব, যিবোৰ মই আগতে দিছো সকলোবোৰ চাব, দেন এই ভিডিওৰ যিমানবোৰ কোৱেশ্চনছ নিজে আনসাৰ কৰিব ট্ৰাই কৰিব, দেন লাষ্টত আপোনালোকে কিমান স্কোৰ কৰিব পাৰিছে কমেন্ট কৰি জনাব নাপাহৰিব। এতিয়া বলক আজি আমি প্ৰথমতে কোৱেশ্চনলৈকে যাওঁ। সেইটোৱে হৈছে আমি সবসে ইজিৰ পৰা ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিছো। সেইটো হৈছে দ্য নেশ্যনেল এডুকেশ্যন পলিচি 2020 emphasizes তো স্ট্ৰাকচাৰটো এই স্ট্ৰাকচাৰটো এতিয়ালৈকে আপোনালোকৰ মাইণ্ডত লিটাৰেলি ফ্ৰেম হৈ যাব লাগে। সেইটোৱে হৈছে 5+3+3+4 স্কুলিং স্ট্ৰাকচাৰ। আগতে কি আছিলে? আগতে আছিলে 10+2। তো এতিয়া হেতু চেঞ্জ হৈ গ'ল 5+3+3+4 আৰু কি আছিলে? 5 ইয়াৰ্ছটো আছিলে ফাউণ্ডেশ্যনেল ষ্টেজ, 3 ইয়াৰ্ছটো আছিলে প্ৰিপাৰেটৰী ষ্টেজ, নেক্সট 3 ইয়াৰ্ছটো আছিলে মিডল ষ্টেজ, দেন 4 ইয়াৰ্ছটো আছিলে সেকেন্ডাৰী ষ্টেজ। Next is the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan primarily focuses on SSA hodai monot hobo. It is related to elementary education. Launch hoisile 2001 ot aru universal elementary education provide korar babe ei Sarva Shiksha aim to launch kora goisile are universal enrollment, universal retention, quality education ei gitai asile yare main aims. Next is what is the main objective of Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan? Aru yare correct answer hobo option A. To improve access to secondary education. So related to Ramsa. Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan kunubai comment kori janaisile je etu okol 9-10 নহয় 11-12 লৈকে ইয়াৰ কভাৰেজটো আছে বুলি হয়। that is absolutely correct, but মই আপোনালোকক আগৰ এটা RMS এৰ ভিডিওত এইটো কৈছিলো যে ফাৰ্স্ট যেতিয়া লঞ্চ হৈছিলে RMS সেই লঞ্চ হোৱা সময়ত তাৰ কভাৰেজ only 9 and 10 আছিল। তাৰ পাছত হেতু এক্সটেন্ড কৰি 11 and 12 এড কৰা গৈছিল। সো ইনিশিয়ালি কিমান কভাৰ কৰিছিলে যদি কোৱেশ্চন স্পেসিফিক্যালি আহে তেতিয়া 9 and 10 হ'ব, যদি তাৰ পিছত কিমান এক্সটেন্ড কৰিলে দেন 9, 10, 11, 12 হ'ব। সো বেসিক্যালি সেকেন্ডাৰী এডুকেশ্যনৰ এক্সেস টু ইমপ্ৰুভ কৰিবলৈ ৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা অভিযান লঞ্চ কৰা গৈছিল। এইটো মনত থৈ দিব। নেক্সট, when was the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan launched? So Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan launch hoisile 2001 ot. Next hoise Diksha was launched in which year? So Diksha launch hoisile 2017 ot aru Dikshar full form hoise Digital Infrastructure for Knowledge Sharing aru etu Ministry of Education or dara launch kora goisile jate digital learning resources teacher aru students or babe provide koribo pari. Next হৈ গ'ল special education courses are controlled by আৰু এইটোৱে হৈছে option C RCI Rehabilitation Council of India। এইটোৱে teacher education আৰু professional courses regulate কৰে related to special education and rehabilitation। Next হৈছে RMSA was launched under which ministry? আৰু এইটোৱে হৈছে Ministry of Human Resource Development, যাক আমি এতিয়া Ministry of Education বুলি জানো। Next is the midday meal scheme aims to. Midday meal scheme ki aim kore hetu hoise improve nutritional levels among school children. So midday meal scheme nutrition, school enrollment, attendance, retention of children especially from disadvantaged groups ei hokolobor improve kore. Next is NEP 2020 emphasizes. Here answer hobo option B holistic and multidisciplinary education. So NEP 2020 conceptual understanding, critical thinking, skill development, experiential learning, multidisciplinary education instead of rote memorization basically promote kore. Next hoise the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme focuses on aru yare correct answer hobo option A girls education and survival aru etu launch kora goisile 2015 on aru etu scheme or main aim asile gender bias sex selection prevent kora hokolu girls child or survival aru protection ensure kora aru girls education or empowerment promote kora. Next is the National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2023 focuses on answer hobo all stages of schooling. NCF jitu NCF SE 2023 hetu develop kora goisile NEP 2020 er guidance or underroad aru a framework to a curricular guidelines provide kore hokolu school stage or karone including foundational stage preparatory middle and secondary stage aru yar main aim to a hoise education to competency based flexible experiential or holistic kori tulatu. Next, the concept of inclusive education refers to. So, inclusive education related ami every year question dekhu. So, inclusive education concept apnaloke clear koribo. Moi agotu jiman bur amar enike current Indian education related video hokolute moi etuk importance diu kionu yar questions ahe. So, yar meaning to is education for all, including children with disabilities. Kisumane bhabe okol children with disabilities so include koratu inclusive education no. Hokolo hihu, irrespective of any background, any caste, any disadvantages, hokolo hihuk include koratu inclusive education. Education khetrot ami jodi include koru. Eta classroom or under jodi without discrimination ami hokolo ke jodi same opportunity diu, that is an inclusive classroom. Thik ase? Next is as per the RTE Act 2009, the working hours for teachers are aru yare correct answer ki hobo hitue hoise 45 hours. So according to RTE Act 2009 egoraki teacher re 45 hours per week kam koribo lagibo jar under classroom teaching lesson preparation assessment work co-curricular responsibilities e hokolobor included hoi thakibo. Next is which commission deals with the issue related to two caste states in India? Aru yare answer hobo option A Mandal Commission. Mandal Commission 1979 rahisile jak ami second backward classes commission buliu janu edu BP Mandalor dara headed asile. Next is the Operation Blackboard scheme aim to yare correct answer to hobo option A improve basic facilities in primary schools. Etu launch hoisile 1987 on Operation Blackboard aim rakhisile jate minimum essential facilities primary school provide koribo pare, for example 2 classrooms, 2 teachers, teaching learning materials, basic infrastructure. Basically your objective to a asile je elementary education quality to jate improve koribo pare. Next we say the Diksha platform is related to. So itu koye disilo starting ote hitwe hoise digital learning for teachers and students. So etu India's national digital education platform hoy e-content student or karone provide kore teacher training modules, QR code enabled textbooks or interactive learning resources diye. Next, the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan integrates which of the following schemes? Aru yare correct answer hobo option A Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Rashtra Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan aru teacher education. Samagra Shiksha to launch hoisile 2018 on as an integrated school education scheme. Yate ei tinita jibur scheme asile hebur merge hoise. Next, which organization regulates special education in India? Yare correct answer hobo RCI, Rehabilitation Council of India. It with a statutory body hoy GA special education courses pur regulate kore, professional standards maintain kore, rehabilitation professionals ok register kore aru special educators or babe quality training ensure kore. Next is which is the purpose of the ASER survey in India? Yare correct answer hoy to assess the learning outcome of children. ASER yare full form to hoise annual status of education report. It with a nationwide survey hoy jitu prathamor dara conduct kora jay aru ei jitu report eituwe reading ability, basic arithmetic skills, learning levels hihu hokolor especially rural areas or hebur measure kore. Next hoise NIOS stands for. So NIOS or full form ki hoy? Yare correct answer hoise National Institute of Open Schooling. NIOS today hoise India's largest open schooling system. Your main objectives are under it ami sabo paru flexible education provide kora, secondary or senior secondary courses provide kora aru distance open learning ei hokolobur platform support kora to. Thik ase? Next, centrally sponsored scheme of integrated education for disabled children aims at providing educational opportunities to children with disabilities in yare answer hobo option A, regular schools. Jitu integrated education for disabled children scheme etu introduce kora goisile jate hihu hokol jar honeki disabilities ase teolukoi jate education receive korok in regular schools alongside their peers hetu ensure koratu. Next, what is the main objective of the Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya scheme? Aru yare correct answer hobo A, to promote education for girls in rural areas. Jitu Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya scheme etu 2004 ot launch hoisile jate residential schooling facilities girls hokolok provide korbo pare jiye neki disadvantaged communities ot belong kore. Target beneficiaries hokol asile SC girls, ST girls, OBC girls, minority communities, girls from below poverty line families. Thik ase? Next, the Swayam platform is used for yare answer hobo online education and courses. Swayam or full form to hoise study waves of active learning for young aspiring minds. Eitwe government jitu amar Indian governmentor eta national online learning platform hoy. Yate kobo gole Swayame free online courses diye, school education diye, undergraduate programs, postgraduate programs ei hokolo dhoroner programs pur offer kore. Next hoise NEP 2020 was approved by the Union Cabinet in yare answer hobo July 2020. So National Education Policy 2022 Union Cabinet or dara 29 July 2020 approve hoisile aru ei policy to a National Policy on Education 1986 to replace korisile jitu 1992 t modify kora goisile. Baki yar major highlights kitaman koi diu jibur apnalokor karone easy hobo. 5+3+3+4 school structure. Next is a foundational literacy and numeracy. Next is a mother tongue as a medium of instruction up to at least grade 5 and preferably to grade 8. Then multidisciplinary education or kotha koi, then flexible subject choices, then vocational education from class 6, Parakh for assessment reforms, academic bank of credits, previous year fact. A hokolu bur bostu NEP 2020 major highlights hoy ei hokolobur bostur oporot 2020 e focus rakhise. Next, what is the full form of Parakh? Ite jima koi uthilu Parakh to ami 2020 er under dekhisu boli. So yare full form to kunubai eta yearot ahise exam ot, thik ase? So yare correct answer hobo performance assessment review and analysis for knowledge for holistic development. So Parakh to hoise National Assessment Center jitu NEP 2020 er under establish kora goise. Yar primary role to hoise jate school assessment or quality pur improve kora across India by making them competency based rather than memory based. Next we say one of the key target of NEP 2020 is to raise the gross enrollment ratio to 50% by yare answer hobo option B, 2035. National Education Policy 2020 aim rakhise jate gross enrollment ratio higher education or khetrot 50% borhuar by 2035. Gross enrollment ratio mane hoise jitu percentage of people in the eligible age group enrolled in higher education. Next, NEP 2020 aims to raise gross enrollment ratio in higher education to 50%. ঠিক আছে NEP 2020 এ বিচাৰিছে যে যেটো গ্ৰছ এনৰোলমেন্ট ৰেশিও হায়াৰ এডুকেশনৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত হেতু 26% অৰ 50% লৈকে ৰেইজ কৰাৰ বাই 2035 আৰু হেতু কেনেকে হ'ব আৰু এইটো achieve কৰা যাব through multidisciplinary universities online and distance learning academic bank of credits multiple entry and exit options ঠিক আছে এইবোৰৰ থ্ৰু দি এই achievement আনা যাব বুলি কৈছে next The NEP promotes education in the mother tongue up to at least grade 5 দুটা বস্তু ইয়াত ডিফাৰেন্স দেখিব আপোনালোকে at least বুলি যদি থাকে তেতিয়া হলে grade 5 মনৰ ৰাখিব কিন্তু যদি এটা টাৰ্ম আহি যায় preferably কলে মানে grade 8 লৈকে mother tongue education promote কৰিব লাগে বুলি কৈছে next হৈছে which of the characteristics of a teacher is least important in inclusive education এই চাৰিটাৰ ভিতৰত আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে socio-economic status of teacher এটা inclusive educationত effective teaching to depend হয় empathy sensitivity ৰ ওপৰত patience ৰ ওপৰত learners or diverse needs বুজি পোৱাৰ ওপৰত আৰু knowledge of disabilities and inclusive strategies ৰ ওপৰত এটা এগৰাকী টিচাৰ socio-economic status কি হয় কি নহয় হেইটোৱে তেওঁলোকৰ ability to determine নকৰে to create an inclusive classroom Inclusive teacher quality bureau under compassion, flexibility, positive attitude, professional competence এইবোৰ থাকিব লাগে next According to NEP 2020 ABC stands for so ABC ৰ full form এবাৰ এক্সামত আহিছিলে so ABC ৰ full form টো মই অথনিৰ পৰা কৈয়ে আহিছো ইটোৱে হৈছে Academic Bank of Credits ঠিক আছে এইটো এটা ডিজিটাল সিস্টেম হয় যেটো NEP 2020 এ ইন্ট্ৰোডিউস কৰিছে যত নেকি ষ্টুডেন্টস সকলৰ একাডেমিক ক্ৰেডিটস বোৰ সিকিউৰ হৈ থাকিব মানে ষ্টৰ হৈ থাকিব ঠিক আছে আৰু এইটো কিয় কৰা গৈছে কলে মানে মনৰ ৰাখিব এইটো কৰিলে কি হয় হায়াৰ এডুকেশনৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত তেওঁলোকে মাল্টিপল এন্ট্ৰি এণ্ড এক্সিট কৰি থাকিব পাৰিব ক্ৰেডিটটো ইনষ্টিটিউচনৰ মাজত ট্ৰান্সফাৰ হ'ব পাৰিব ফৰ এক্সাম্পল আপুনি যদি ডিগ্ৰীত এডমিশন লৈছে এটা কলেজত তাতে আপুনি ফাৰ্স্ট ইয়াৰটো কমপ্লিট কৰিলে তাতে আপোনালোকে যিমান স্কোৰ পাইছে যিমান ক্ৰেডিটস পাইছে আৰ্ন কৰিছে হেই ক্ৰেডিটসবোৰ আপোনালোকৰ এই একাডেমিক বেংক অফ ক্ৰেডিটছত ষ্টৰ হৈ থাকিব তাৰ পিছত আপুনি যেতিয়া যদি ভাবে যে এইটো ইনষ্টিটিউচনত মই কন্টিনিউ কৰিব মন নাই বা কিবা এটা ৰিজনৰ কাৰণে যদি আপুনি ইনষ্টিটিউচন চেঞ্জ কৰিব লগা হয় তেতিয়া হলে আপুনি নতুনকৈ আকৌ ফাৰ্স্ট ইয়াৰত এডমিশন কৰিব নালাগে আপুনি সেকেন্ড ইয়াৰৰ পৰাই কন্টিনিউ কৰিব আপোনাৰ যেটো ফাৰ্স্ট ইয়াৰৰ ক্ৰেডিট আপুনি বেলেগ এটা ইনষ্টিটিউচনত পঢ়িকিনি কমাইছিলে হেইটোৱে আপোনাৰ লগত থাকিব ঠিক আছে সো এই একাডেমিক বেংক অফ ক্ৰেডিট আপোনাৰ যদি আছে তেনেহলে আপুনি যিমান ক্ৰেডিট আৰ্ন কৰিছে হেইবোৰ আপোনাৰ থাকিব আৰু আপুনি study to without break continue koribole help koribo that means it allows for multiple entry and exit in higher education next what is the name of the national assessment center under NEP 2020 aru yar name hoise parag etia holo bagot koise apnalukok next hoise what is Nipun Bharat related to yare correct answer hobo option B Foundational Literacy and Numeracy Nipun Bharat yar full form to hoise national initiative for proficiency in reading with understanding and numeracy it 2021 launch hoisile jate ensure koribo pari je hokolu hihue foundational literacy aru numeracy achieve kore by the end of grade 3 next Successful inclusion requires the following except aru yare answer hobo option C segregation inclusive education e ekeloge pohatu ekta classroomor bhitor pohatu promote kore successful inclusion thakibo hole teacher training parent participation community awareness capacity building e hokolobor important hoy kintu segregation e ki kore segregation learners hokolok separate kore aru jitu principle of inclusion tar against jay so segregation is not required in an inclusive classroom next Special education to no ki hoy yare correct answer hobo D helps differently able students to relate with others in a better way modern educational standards se special education to je hihu hokolok jibur hihu differently abled hoy teulukok segregate koribole dia na jay ba students ok isolate koribole দিয়া বুলি নামানে হেতুৰ ওপৰত এমফাসাইজ নকৰে instead it works to remove barriers and provide tailored methodologies so that differently abled individuals can learn alongside their peers a structured interaction e তেওঁলোকৰ যেটো social skills হেতু build কৰাত help কৰে social stigmas reduce কৰে আৰু লগতে তেওঁলোকক help কৰে যাতে তেওঁলোকে বেলেগৰ লগত relate কৰিব পাৰে in a better way Next is what is the proposed National Assessment Center named in the National Education Policy 2020? Hetuwe hoise Parakh. So dekhise ne Parakh related question ghurai pokai every year mane every year নহলে every alternate year ek bosor ahi ase belek dhornere so apnaloke bas full form monot hobo ki hoy monot hobo kuntu policy e hetu launch korisile hetu monot hobo ki kam kore hetu monot hobo Next hoise RTE was enacted in the year Yare naam kika year to hobo 2009 Although it was enacted in 2009 kintu it came into force on 1st April Etu moi agoteu koisu apnalokok 2010 othe enforce hoisile Aru yar key features bur asile free education 6 to 14 years or bacha hokolor babe education to eta fundamental right under article 21A aru no capitation fee or screening test কোনো ধৰণৰ detention policy থাকিব নালাগে বুলি initially কৈছিলে then pupil teacher ratio কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ হ'ব লাগে হেইবোৰ বস্তু প্ৰেসক্ৰাইব কৰিছিলে next according to NEP 2020 what is the apex body for higher education আৰু ইয়াৰে answer to হ'ব option D Higher Education Commission of India So NEP 2020 e HECI or establishment to propose korisile as the single umbrella regulatory body higher education or karne except medical and legal education. Aru HECI or function bur hobo regulate kora, accredit kora, funding kora or academic standards provide kora. Ayar main aim to hoisile multiple regulatory bodies bur replace kori jate eta simplified mane framework dibo pare. Thik ase? Next. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan was launched in again etu to itialeke mona thakile sage kiman bar kolo apnalokok heitwe hoise 2001 then SSA mainly targets which level of education etu ki asile elementary Next hoise education of all in schools for all could be a tagline for which of the following are yari correct answer hobo Inclusive education. Inclusive education ensure kore je hokolu hihu including those with disabilities and diverse backgrounds learn together in the same school environment. Next. SSA is now a part of which integrated scheme. So a integrated scheme or kotha to ma apnalokok jonaisilwe hetu ki asile hetu asile Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan 2018 ot Samagra Shiksha Abhiyanor underote SSA aru RMSA aru teacher education merge hoisile Next hoise what is the primary focus of the National Literacy Mission aru yare correct answer hobo option A to eradicate illiteracy among adults So National Literacy Mission hetu 1988 or launch hoisile jate adults hokolok functionally literate banabo pare particularly those in the 15 to 35 years age group. Your objectives bure asile adult literacy, functional literacy, continuing education, women's literacy. Next we said the curriculum for India's schools is based on which of the following? Yare correct answer hobo child psychology. Modern school curriculum jitu India hetu design kora koise child psychology or developmental needs of learners hokolok mind rakhi kar ei enoka dhoroner curriculum e emphasize koribo child centered learning activity based learning experiential learning or age appropriate pedagogy oporot Next we say what is the student teacher ratio aimed by RMSA at the secondary level aru yare correct answer hobo option C 30:1 so RMS er mote jitu target student teacher ratio secondary level hetu hoise 30:1 Next we say inclusive education assumes that we should change the dash to fit the dash aru yare correct answer hobo option B system and child inclusive education believe kore je education system to a hihu hokolor needs bur meet koribole adapt koribo lage rather than expecting the child to fit into a rigid system. Next. Key objective of SSA is আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে universalization of elementary education, and I don't think I need to explain this again and again. আপোনালোকে গম পাইছে চাগে SSA is related to universalization of elementary education. Next হৈছে Rehabilitation Council of India was set up in আৰু ইয়াৰে correct answer হ'ব option A 1986. Rehabilitation Council of India etu initially 1986 ত establish কৰা গৈছিলে as a registered society. Pisole etu eta statutory body Rehabilitation Council of India Act 1992 ৰ under বনিছিলে আৰু it came into force in 1993. Next, what is the key goal of the RTE Act? আৰু এটোৱে answer হ'ব ensure inclusive and equitable quality elementary education. So, jitu Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009, it seeks to ensure that hokolu hihu jibur nike 6 to 14 years or bitorat ase, teolukor jate access thakok free and compulsory education or inclusive or quality elementary education. Next is RMSA aims to provide access to, RMSA is related to secondary education. Next is according to NEP 2020, the minimum degree qualification for teachers will be a 4-year integrated B.Ed by the year, আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে option B 2030. So NEP 2020 এ কৈছে যে 2030 ভিতৰত মানে 2030 লৈকে যেটো minimum qualification school teachers হ'বলে হেইটো হ'ব 4-year integrated B.Ed degree. Next we go. What is the foundational principle behind NEP 2020 in relation to education? Aru yare correct answer hobo option B. Holistic and multidisciplinary education. Jitu NEP 2020 etu aim korise jate holistic multidisciplinary learner centered education provide koratu. Aru etu focus kore students or intellectual, social, emotional, ethical or practical skills develop korar rather than only academic knowledge. A policy ed rote learning discourage কৰে আৰু critical thinking, creativity এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ যিবোৰ learning হেতু encourage কৰে. Next is what is the NEP's objective in promoting multilingualism? আৰু ইয়াৰে correct answer হ'ব option C. Enhance cognitive ability and cultural understanding. NEP 2020 multilingual education promote কৰে কিয়নো learning multiple languages improves cognitive development, communication skills আৰু cultural awareness. আৰু এই বস্তুটোৱে Indiaৰ linguistic diversity preserve কৰাটো help কৰে আৰু এনেকুৱা এটা learning support কৰে যিটো নেকি এনেকুৱা এটা learning support কৰে যিটো নেকি mother tongue through দি হ'ব during the early years of education. Next we say how many categories of disabilities has been enlisted in RPWD Act 2016? Aru yare correct answer of option B 21. So G2 Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 8way expand korise the recognized categories of disabilities from 7 to 21. ঠিক আছে এই একটোৱে aim কৰে যাতে equal opportunities, non-discrimination, accessibility, education, employment, social security দিব পাৰে with persons with disabilities. Next হৈছে under the RTE Act education must be what? It must be free and compulsory. So RTE Act 2009 free and compulsory education guarantee কৰে সকলো হিহুৰ বাবে যিবোৰ নেকি 6 to 14 years or ভিতৰত আছে তেখেতে তেওঁলোকে কৈছে যে no child should be denied elementary education due to financial or social reasons. Next হৈছে NEP 2020 encourages what kind of education for students? আৰু ইয়াৰে correct answer হ'ব option C. Flexible learner centered. NEP 2020 flexible or learner centered education promote কৰে. Students purok encourage কৰা যায় যাতে তেওঁলোকে subject choose কৰে according to their interest and abilities. Next হৈছে the Right to Education Act applies to children in the age group of হেইটোৱে হৈছে option A 6 to 14 years. এটো I don't think it needs to get explained anymore. মই বাৰে বাৰে কৈ আহিছো. Next, what is the full form of IEDC? আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে option B integrated এটো কাটা যেন হে দেখিলে ৰব integrated education for disabled children. So IEDC ইয়াৰ full form to এতিয়া গম পালে এই স্কিম to introduce কৰা গৈছিলে যাতে যিবোৰ হিহুৰ disabilities আছে তেওঁলোকক যাতে educational opportunities provide কৰিব পাৰে in regular schools by offering support services, special teaching aids and an inclusive learning environment. Next hoise, what is proposed to reduce dropout rates as per NEP 2020? Aru yare correct answer hobo option C. Ensuring universal access to education at all levels. NEP 2020 e aim kore jate school dropout rates put reduce koribo pare by ensuring universal access to education from preschool to secondary level. A policy recommend korise je school infrastructure hebur improve koribo lage aru flexible learning opportunities provide koribo lage aru disadvantage hihu hokolok support koribo lage aru ji hokol hihu drop out korise teolukok jate ako ghurai anibo pare. Next, according to RTE, curriculum and evaluation must be child centered and activity based. So মই আপোনালোকক কৈছিলো নহয় এতিয়াৰ এডুকেশন কেনেকুৱা হ'ব লাগে বা আমাৰ ক্লাছৰুম কেনেকুৱা হ'ব লাগে হেনকা ধৰণৰ যদি কোৱেশ্চন আহে তেনেহলে সদায় মনত ৰাখিব হেতু সদায় যেটো অপচনত হেই বাচ্চাৰ needs পুৰক বেছি ফোকাস কৰিছে যোনটো অপচনত বাচ্চা বেছি এক্টিভ হৈ আছে হেতুই কাৰেক্ট হ'ব সো এটো কমন সেন্স লগাই কিনে আপোনালোকে হেনকা ধৰণৰ কোৱেশ্চন যদি আহে তেনেহলে সলভ কৰিব পাৰিব নেক্সট হৈছে when RPWT Act 2016 came into effect so yare answer I don't know none of the above hobo kyo no jitu rights of persons with disabilities act 2016 hetu force ot ahisile April 19 2017 ot ঠিক আছে so a act to a jitu president's assent December 2016 or receive korisile aru 19 April 2017 or force ot ahisile a act to a equal rights accessibility reservation education aru employment er khetrot e hokolobor provide mane korisile for persons with disabilities. Next hoise what is the focus of curriculum and pedagogy reforms in NEP 2020? Aru yare correct answer hobo option C. Making learning enjoyable, engaging and integrated. So NEP 2020 education to transform koribo aim korise learning to interactive, enjoyable, flexible korikini. A policy to a conceptual understanding aru jibur critical thinking, creativity hebur upor besi emphasize korise instead of rote memorization. Next hoise NEP 2020 recommends what kind of learning assessment? Aru hetu hoise competency based. Next is how does NEP 2020 view vocational education? So your answer hobo mainstream part of the school and higher education. NEP 2020 a vocational education to mainstream schooling or logot or higher education or logot integrate kora kotha koise. Students hokolok encourage kora kotha koise to learn practical skills, internship and vocational subjects from the school level to improve employability and reduce the gap between education and industry. Next we say how many hours of CPD is proposed for teachers per year as per NEP 2020? Aru hetu hoise option A. At least 50 hours in a year. NEP 2020 recommend korise je hokolo teacher e at least 50 hours of continuous professional development annually participate koribo lage. A program bore teacher hokolok teacher knowledge update koribole help koribo, teolokor teaching methods improve korat help koribo, aru technology integrate korat help koribo. At the end, professional skills teolokor enhance koratu help koribo. Next. Which of the following is not considered as a factor of giftedness as per Rangeley model? Aru hetu hoise aggressive behavior. Towards nalage. So Joseph Rangeley's 3-ring model of giftedness or mote gifted behavior results from the interaction of above average ability, creativity and task commitment. ঠিক আছে Next hoise what is the goal of higher education reforms in NEP 2020? Aru yare correct answer hobo option B. Create multidisciplinary institutions. NEP 2020 e higher education to transform korar aim rakhise by establishing multidisciplinary institutions jotniki students hokole subjects for different disciplines para study koribo paribo. A approach to flexibility, innovation, holistic development promote kore while breaking the traditional separation between art, science and commerce. Next we say what is the purpose of the academic bank of credits? Idu ma othoni dhunia ke bujai dislo apnalokok hetu hoise enable credit transfer across institutions. So itu aru ebar noko thik ase. Next we say what is the which of the following is not a characteristic of gifted learner? Aru hetu hoise excellent adverse nature. So gifted learners সকলে generally এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ characteristics show কৰে for example high curiosity, excellent memory, creativity, quick learning ability, asking deep and probing questions. কিন্তু excellent adverse nature এইটো এটা recognized characteristics নহয় gifted learners or. Next হৈ গ'ল National Program for Education of Girls at Elementary Level is an amendment to আৰু ইয়াৰ answer হ'ব the scheme of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. যিটো National Program for Education of Girls at Elementary Level এইটো introduce কৰা গৈছিলে as a component of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. ইয়াৰ main objective to enrollment, retention আৰু educational achievement girls সকলৰ improve কৰাটো আছিলে, especially those from disadvantaged and educationally backward areas. Next হৈছে what is NEP's vision on school dropouts? আৰু ইয়াৰে answer হ'ব minimize it through universal access and incentives. NEP 2020 school dropouts pur eliminate korarto seek korise by ensuring universal access to quality education. Aru recommend korise financial support, improve schools infrastructure, flexible learning options, vocational education, special efforts jate jitu bring out of school children hihotok ako education system on ako ebar teolokok jate anibo pare. Next, what major changes does NEP suggest for report cards? আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে holistic progress card. তেওঁলোকে এটা holistic progress card introduce কৰাৰ কথা কৈছিল যিয়ে নেকি শিশুসকলৰ অকল academic performance evaluate নকৰে but তেওঁলোকৰ life skill, creativity, critical thinking, communication, values আৰু overall personality development to evaluate কৰিব. ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত self assessment, peer assessment আৰু teacher assessment সকলোবোৰ included থাকিব. Next হৈছে what curriculum framework will guide education under NEP? Yare correct answer hoise National Curriculum Framework. National Curriculum Framework ke overall guidelines for curriculum, textbook, teaching methods or assessment or karone holobor provide kore under NEP 2020. Next, what is emphasized in the new school pedagogy? Aru heitue hoise inquiry based, discovery oriented learning. Next, the NEP aims at increasing the higher education to repeat hoise question di aru heitue asile ki 2035. Next, what kind of learning does NEP emphasize for children with disabilities? Aru heitue ki hobo heitue hoise inclusive education with assistive technologies. NEP 2020 inclusive education promote kore jot neki ensure korise je jibur hihur disabilities ase teoluke alongside enuka dhoroner peers jibur neki normal hoy hiyotor logot regular schoolot study koribo. A policy e encourage kore assistive technology uses bor accessible infrastructure, trained teacher aru appropriate learning materials so that hokolu hihue equal educational opportunities receive koribo pare. Next is what is the NEP's approach to textbook content? Our yare answer of option C, light, engaging and concept based books. NEP 2020 e content loader jitu textbook thake hetu reduce kora kotha koise so that students okole concepts or buji pot besi focus korbo pare instead of memorizing facts. Next is what is the role of Diksha under NEP 2020? So Diksha kotha moi othoni bujaisilu etu ki asile digital learning platform. Next is continuous and comprehensive evaluation was started by yare answer hobo option A, Kothari Commission. Yar jitu idea continuous and comprehensive evaluation etu first Kothari Commission order recommend kora goisile pisole etu Right to Education Act aru CBSE e implement korise. CCE students continuously throughout the year evaluate kore aru scholastic development logote co scholastic development hokolubur include kore aru your main aim to hoise examination stress to komua aru overall development to encourage koratu. Next hoise RTE Act came into effect from which date? Aru hey date to hoise 1st April 2010. Next, which constitutional amendment introduced Article 21A in the Indian Constitution? Aru heitu ki hoy aru heitue hoise 86th amendment. 86th amendment jitu 2002 rahisile hey amendment to a Article 21A to constitution insert korisile. Next we say the RTE Act guarantees free and compulsory education to children in which age group? So এইটো তো এতিয়ালৈকে চকুমুদি পাৰিব লাগে আৰু 6 to 14 years 6 to 14 years সব এডুকেশ্যন চেনেৰিঅ ভিডিঅ'বোৰতে আমি কৈ আহিছোঁ হয়নে Next we say under which article of the Indian Constitution is right to education a fundamental right? আৰু ইয়াৰে correct answer to কি হ'ব হেইটোৱে হৈছে article 21A. Next we say what does inclusive education mean under RTE Act? So ইয়াৰে correct answer কি হ'ব হেইটোৱে হৈছে education for all including children with disabilities. Next we say under the RTE Act which of the following is not a right of the child? So কোনটো childৰ right নহয় বুলি কৈছে হেইটোৱে হৈছে free coaching for competitive exams. RTE Act several facilities ensure কৰিছে যিটোৱে নেকি শিশুসকলক elementary education complete কৰাৰ help কৰিব including free admission, free textbook, free uniform আৰু midday meal. কিন্তু যিটো free coaching for competitive examination এইটো এই act provide নকৰে. Next. What is the purpose of continuous and comprehensive evaluation in RTE? আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে to assess all aspect of child's development. CCE to এটা evaluation system হয় য'ত নেকি students or overall growth continuously assess কৰা যায়. Next. What is the primary goal of the National Skill Development Mission? আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে to provide vocational training and skill development. National Skill Development Mission young people সকলক equip কৰে with the industry relevant skills to improve employability. Next, the concept of child-friendly education in RTE implies, here answer hobo, learning without fear, trauma and anxiety. RTE Act schools সকলক require কৰিছে to create a child-friendly and fear-free learning environment. ইয়াৰ meaning টোৱে হৈছে কোনো ধৰণৰ physical punishment থাকিব নালাগে, mental harassment থাকিব নালাগে, শিশুসকলৰ dignity respect কৰিব লাগিব, joyful learning থাকিব লাগিব, activity based teaching থাকিব লাগিব আৰু participation or creativity কাৰণে encouragement থাকিব লাগিব হিহু সকলে তেতিয়াই সবসে বেস্ট হিকে যেতিয়া নেকি তেওঁলোকে safe feel কৰে আৰু respected feel কৰে next হৈছে RMSA was launched in which year আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে 2009 next what is the key objective of RMSA কি আছিল বাৰু related to secondary education দেখাৰ লগে লগে টিক কৰি দিব next RMSA targets which classes? এতিয়া RMSA কোনটো টাৰ্গেট কৰে সো ইয়াত চাব এইটো আপোনাৰ কেই বছৰমান আগৰ আহা কোৱেশ্চন আছিল যত নেকি এনেকে দিছিলে 9 and 10 ফাৰ্ষ্টতে আছিল ঠিক আছে তাৰ পিছত ইহতি বাৰো এক্সপেন্ড কৰিছে তাৰ পিছত 11 12 আহিছে কিন্তু অৰিজিনালি 9 10 এ আছিল নেক্সট হৈছে which of the following schemes promotes girls education under RMSA umbrella আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে girls hostel scheme এইটো RMSA আন্ডাৰতে ইন্ট্ৰোডিউস কৰা গৈছিলে যাতে সেকেন্ডাৰী এডুকেশন গাৰ্লছৰ কাৰণে এক্সেস টু ইমপ্ৰুভ কৰিব পাৰি স্পেশালি তেওঁলোকৰ বাবে যি সকলে নেকি এডুকেশনাল ব্যাকওয়াৰ্ড ৰুৰাল আৰু ৰিমোট এৰিয়াছত থাকিছিল নেক্সট what does the term universalization of elementary education mean আৰু ইয়াৰে আনসাৰ হৈছে providing free education to all children up to class 8 next RMSA focuses on what kind of curriculum reform আৰু ইয়াৰে correct answer হ'ব activity based and life skill oriented curriculum RMSA curriculum reform promote কৰে যিটোৱে নেকি activity based learning encourage কৰিব life skill develop কৰিব problem solving ability improve কৰিব লগতে learning to shift কৰিব role memorization ৰ পৰা understanding লৈকে এনেকুৱা curriculum যিয়ে নেকি aim ৰাখিব students-ক both higher education আৰু everyday life-ৰ কাৰণে prepare কৰিব পাৰে Next হৈছে RMSA promotes the use of which teaching method আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে activity based and interactive teaching Next আকৌ আহি গল what is the age group targeted under SSA তো আকৌ এটো চকুমুৰি 6 to 14 ত লগাই দিওক Next Which of the following is a key aim of SSA SSA তে কি হ'ব bridging social regional and gender gaps in education so ইয়াতে SSA এর মেইন aim কি আছিল equitable education provide কৰিব পাৰি by reducing disparities যিবোৰ cause হয় by gender caste tribe religion disability economic background আৰু regional differences next হৈছে SSA includes which of the following schemes under its umbrella আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট প্ৰাইমেৰী এডুকেশ্যন প্ৰগ্ৰাম সো এই DPEP টু মাৰ্জ কৰা গৈছে সৰ্ব শিক্ষা অভিযানৰ লগত যাতে এলিমেন্টাৰী এডুকেশ্যনটো বেছি ষ্ট্ৰেংথেন কৰিব পাৰি নেক্সট SSA aims to promote what kind of curriculum approach আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈছে activity based child friendly আৰু experiential next is which of the following is a key strategy of SSA to reduce dropout rates আৰু হেইটোৱে হৈ গল remedial teaching and joyful learning environment I don't think এইবোৰ বস্তু মই আৰু এক্সপ্লেইন কৰিব লাগে যেহেতু মই আপোনালোকক কৈ আহিছো এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ অপচনবোৰে চুজ কৰিব যেটো চাইল্ডৰ কাৰণে বেছি বেনিফিশিয়াল হয় Next, we say the purpose of Gender Inclusion Fund as emphasized in the National Education Policy 2020 is to provide equitable quality education for all girls and transgender students. NEP 2020 the Gender Inclusive Fund proposed korise jate hokolu children, especially girls or transgender students, teuluke jate equitable access quality education or pai. Next. Which report card has been proposed for assessment of students' performance as per NEP 2020? Aru heitwe hoise 360-degree multi-dimensional report card. So itu NEP 2020 introduce korise jagni holistic progress card buliu ami janu. Eitue students or overall development to evaluate koribo rather than only academic marks. Next. The National Institute of Education is one of the constituent bodies of heitwe hoise NCERT. So NIE to a constituent unit hoy NCERT. NIE to responsible hoy educational research, curriculum development, teacher education, preparation of NCERT books, educational innovations, aru teaching learning materials or development or karone. Next. Nishtha is an initiative to So Nishtar first of all full form to apnaloke janibo lagibo it was a national initiative for school heads and teachers holistic advancement so etia yar correct answer ru moi goi disu hetu hoise provide professional development of teachers it was a flagship program jitu neki Ministry of Education launch korisile aru NCERT through the launch implement hoisile jate professional competencies hokolu teachers aru school heads or jate improve koribo pari So imane asile ajir amar video ti aji ami more than 100 questions current Indian education or cover korisu e hokolubur revision topics asile jibur yate apnaloke topics likhise hoine he topics bur বেলেগ ভিডিও স্পেসিফিক ভিডিওস চ্যানেলত পাই যাব আপোনালোকে এবাৰ চাই লব তাত সকলোবোৰ বস্তু ডিটেইলছত ডিসকাস কৰা গৈছে আৰু আজিও আমি অলপকে হলেও সকলোবোৰ ডিটেইলছতে চাইছো জেনিবা সো আপোনালোকৰ যদি কিবা হলেও কনফিউজনছ থাকি যায় নিশ্চয়কৈ আমাক জনাব আমি সেই সকলোবোৰ কনফিউজনছ দূৰ কৰিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম আজিলৈ আহিছো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফৰ ওয়াচিং